2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a fantastic look at this. And with...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. And Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Simmons passes to Harris. From deep three-point range, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Collins. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Thybulle on the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid, no good.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Harris finds Embiid. Thybulle with the ball. Now here's Simmons. Back to Thybulle. Just 3 to shoot. Goes back up. Embiid, the pass to Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Green dishes to Embiid. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Young against Simmons. A nice shot by Young.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And the 76ers with possession. They trail by 1.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Now here's Green. Pass to Simmons. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Hunter, the pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
That is a great finish. Capella has a man draped all over him and still finds a way to get the ball in the bucket.
Outside, Simmons. Over Hunter. Simmons can't get it to go.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
The kick out to Young. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 5 now.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Pass to Harris. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella. 7 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
On the wing, Harris. And here is Simmons. Back to Harris. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Now, you can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gallinari. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
To the inside, Howard with the steal. Milton finds Curry. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
1 second left. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
On the court for Atlanta, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Williams. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Herter in at the shooting guard. To the paint. Out to Gallinari. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And the pass to Maxey. He dishes it to Howard. On the wing, Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Howard in the post. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, you can't allow Howard to get this kind of positioning. He's confident in his ability to score inside.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Williams passes to Gallinari. They're running. And here they go. Howard kicks to Curry to the right side. Pass to Maxey. On the wing, Milton. Outside Curry. Howard dishes to Curry. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Kicks it to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Williams. Atlanta leading by 4. Herter passes to Gallinari. The 15-footer. No good. Shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. And now Philadelphia on the break. Milton's shot is good.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Williams looking over the floor. Here's Gallinari. And it's Gallinari again missing.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
The game now all time. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 1:53 left to play here in the half. And Gallinari kicks to Okongwu. From 12 feet out. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And it's Simmons penetrating. D by Bogdanovich. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Young for 3, sinks the triple. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Took him no time at all on that one. Harris has got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Young with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Collins is running. Hunter, no one around him. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 5.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Thibault kicks to Harris. Simmons on the wing. It's up a 3. He can't get that one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks ahead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. And the greatest bench score. And that should do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The 76ers trail by 5. Harris passes to Embiid, and he gets the bucket.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Al Young, 10 points for him. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Wants to get it to Collins and does. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Collins has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The 76ers trail by 5. Harris outside. And there's the feed to Embiid. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. Finished off the break. Collins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Simmons goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Green.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G. A great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Good try. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Tobias Harris. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Milton. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Dunn up top. Lays it up off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 5.
I love the mentality of Dunn. Looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
Curry on the wing. No good on the 3. Hawks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Here's Gallinari. He kicks it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is where Capella excels. Close to the rim, uses his size well to dunk.
Now, here's Maxey. And the layup is good. Maxey's got his first points of the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Williams. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And just a fluid offensive talent with really a knack for getting to his spots. Williams so hard to keep up with.
Here's Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. Maxey, no good. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Maxey. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Tony Snell's checked in for Williams. From deep, Gallinari. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there.
And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Young in at the 1. Hill has the open look. Off target from outside. Atlanta leading by 5. And now we've got the intentional foul. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young.
So savvy inside for a player of his size, and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Collins subbed in for Gallinari. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Embiid inside. Capella's there. Embiid, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Passes it to Capella. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Harris with it. Williams picks him up. Outside, Green. Thybulle on the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons. Here's Embiid. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Bogdanovich. Hunter. It's good on the putback. Hunter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Williams with the steal. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Feeds to Collins. Over Harris. And there's Collins on the assist by Williams. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Simmons with it. Over Hunter. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Bogdanovich. Hunter dishes to Capella. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. The 76ers trail by 14. Thybulle finds Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And here's Young. Dishes to Capella. And the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
Just 5 on the clock. Collins wide open. He fires. Off target with the open look.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hawks.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Clint Capella.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Embiid kicks to Green. The 3 from Simmons. And the 76ers get it back. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And Herter gets it to go.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. Just a total team effort.
And a wide open look for Simmons. No good there. And so Atlanta takes this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Teague out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Giannis. Outside Teague. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Teague. Over Thybulle. Teague kicks to Lopez. Embiid with the steal. Here's Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, Harris getting into the body of the defender and then finishing strong.
Outside Teague. Antetokounmpo finds Teague. Now Holiday. Teague deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Yes, that goes in.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Hands it from downtown.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Stolen by Holiday. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
The pass to Thybulle. On the wing, Harris. Simmons left side. Back to Harris. It's stolen by Teague. Giannis inside. Simmons is there. Green with the ball. Picked up by Teague. And now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Teague against Harris. Clock at 6. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The drive by Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got his second bucket.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
And here's Maxey. The dish to Curry. The 15-footer, again, Philadelphia.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now, here's Maxey. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Plenty of space. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, leading by... And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to...
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Hill. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Milton following the bucket by the Bucks. Harris kicks to Milton. On the wing, Harris. He dishes it to Howard. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Howard's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 4 points in the quarter. Now the 76ers with it. Here's Milton. Pass to Hill. Harris looking it over. It's back to Hill. Pass to Howard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Howard's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Milton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game hit for him. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Back to Tucker. Passes it to Connaughton for 3. The shot off that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Bobbed up there for Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard has a high field goal percentage for a reason. He takes smart shots deep in the offense.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Teague's checked in. Tucker finds Portis. Back to Tucker. Outside Teague from downtown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Ibo on the wing. Teague covering. Teague against Simmons. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example. and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
T kicks to Connaughton. And there's the pass to Portis. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
He hits the second from the line. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Mike Scott. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now, here's Maxey. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Middleton with it. Now Green defending. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Now, here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. In the corner, Simmons with it. Up again. You know what? They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Philadelphia. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The largest lead they had was 6.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Teague out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 14. Embiid, he's checked in for Shake Milton. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Knocks it loose. Lopez passes to Giannis. T kicks to Antetokounmpo. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Antetokounmpo's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bucks.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
On the wing, Holiday. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Simmons against Antetokounmpo. The drive by Simmons. Count it, good. Simmons got 11 points.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Tobias Harris. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for T. Now Curry. Following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Howard. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks trail by 17. Here's Forbes. Here's Connaughton. The kick out to Holiday. Here's the three. And again, the Bucks miss. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the 76ers lead by 19. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Holiday, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
On the wing, Milton. Curry outside. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Inside. Here's Milton. It's deflected. Down low. Now the Bucks moving it up.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
On the wing, Milton. Curry looking it over. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Howard. Chalk up 2 there. Howard's got 12.
A soft touch there from Dwight. Gifted at measuring those interior shots.
Bucks trail by 17. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Mike Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Now, here's Tucker. Yep, that one goes in there.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now Curry. Pass to Tolliver. Back to Curry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And so it's Philadelphia feeling good about their 17-point lead. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Korkmaz is out there with George Hill. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here is Hill. To the inside. It's stolen by Kumbo. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Really impressive to see Jeff Teague really taking off there on that dunk.
The 76ers leading by 11. On the wing, Green. It's back to Hill. Pass to Korkmaz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here's Harris from the arc. Here's Embiid. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer. So you just can't hack away at it.
Teague, the pass to Middleton. It's stolen by Harris. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Back to Thybulle. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Middleton with it. Picked up by Harris. And Holiday throws it down.
Well, an amazing effort on the defensive end from Teague with the steal, and the team's rewarded in transition.
Outside, Simmons. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Lopez after the made shot from Joel Embiid. The kick out to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Back to Teague. The tray. That shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it doesn't matter. I mean, when a guy is that size like Lopez, and he's driving at the rim with power, that scares you.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Now here's Simmons. Embiid in the corner. Over Giannis. Embiid, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Now here's Howard. Lopez grabs the board. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
Good on both. Simmons with it. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On the wing, Harris. Passes it to Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Howard. And the 76ers lead by 11. Giannis outside. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Giannis. Rebound by the 76ers. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris dishes to Simmons. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lobs it up for Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. So the 76ers win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean...
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. So the Nets starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Harden. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Now here's Harden. The dish to Irving. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Here's Harris. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Now, here's Thybulle. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's Simmons penetrating. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Shot's good by Durant.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release, just a pure shooter.
Passes to Thibault. To the paint. Embiid against Jordan. Inside shot. No good there. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving drives in. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Back to Thibault. Simmons on the wing. Embiid is at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Durant.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Simmons finds Embiid.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Irving. Here's Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
1:29 left in the first quarter. On the wing, Scott. Pass to Milton. And Curry has it in the corner. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. The shot will not fall. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Curry. 54 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Fires the three. Curry with another miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Harris. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
High post, Howard. Inside. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets out in front. They're up by 9. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the center filling out the middle. And here is Harris. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And stolen by Howard. And now Philadelphia on the break. And finished off by Scott.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Outside Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 6.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Milton in the corner. Durant with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. There's the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. It's Curry outside. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Nets leading by 4.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan, Curry kicks to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Down low. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. Now, here is Harden. He kicks it to Irving. Back to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Here's Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, Jeff?
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. On the wing, Harris. From deep. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Durant. It's not going to go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions
Right now, they need the basket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Harden scanning the floor. Draws contact on the shot, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the...
Oh, he nailed it!
Yes. And it counts. That's a...
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what's your... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Harden dishes to KD. Pass to Irving. Harden outside. They get it back. Bobbed up there for Embiid. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
And they go to the intentional foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And Harden finished 2nd in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Pass to Thybulle. Here is Howard. Over Claxton. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden the pass to Claxton. It's Harden with the drive. Rebound by the 76ers.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Howard. Seth Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Korkmaz. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Durant comes in for Brown. KD against Curry. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, the size and height of Kevin Durant makes him a prime threat to throw it down. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Harden outside. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
And here's Maxey. High post Howard. Now the feed to Scott. Dishes it to Curry. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Harden with the stuff.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Dwight Howard. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Irving's checked in for James Harden. Curry kicks to Milton. Harris against Curry.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And finished off by KD.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the pass to Scott. Here's Maxey. Griffin on the double team. Tolliver kicks to Scott. There's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Scott's got 5 now. 8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Irving with it. 2 points. That one goes. And the Nets lead by 3.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harris in a shooting guard. And that one's good, Irving.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Green, the pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Hill kicks to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons. Hits the front of the rim and out. Brooklyn leading by 5. And stolen by Simmons. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Hill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jordan's checked in.
Who's watching here?
To the middle. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Simmons, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Kevin Durant. Outside Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
The 76ers trail by 5. And stolen by Jordan. Out to Harris. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Simmons looking around. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
Thybulle, the pass to Embiid over Jordan. Embiid, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Offensive rebound. Right side, Jordan. And a wide open look for Irving. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his third foul of the game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Simmons inside the line. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
6 on the shot clock. Irving way outside. Rebounded by Howard.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And slam dunk by Harris.
Such a smart offensive player. Harris in just the right spot there to finish on the break.
On the wing, Harris. The three. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Harden way outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Harris's shot is off. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Irving for three. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go with a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Embiid with the steal. Outside, Simmons. From past the arc. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. A view of the Atlanta skyline and all. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller. Oh, just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Now here's Dunn. Passes to Young. Shoots from 8, and Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it. Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket, and that one drops for him.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Simmons passes to Thybulle. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Simmons can't get it to go.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes. The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Embiid, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Simmons against Dunn. Simmons left side. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Inside, it's stolen by Harris. Thybulle with the ball. And the dunk by Embiid.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Now, here is Young. This is to Collins. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Harris outside. Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound. And Embiid is right there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Hawks trail by 4. And here is Dunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And stolen by Thybulle. Harris kicks to Thybulle. Down low. And they double up Embiid. And he makes good on the layup. Embiid's got 6.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Good on the shot.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
30 seconds left to play here in the first. Williams passes to Herter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You can see Kevin Herter's been working on this, taking contact and completing the play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
The pass to Milton. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here is Williams. That shot off. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Shake Milton. Korkmaz is out there with Howard. Then it's George Hill, and it's Curry in at the small forward position. Williams dishes to Gallinari. Here's Okongwu.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Howard's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
He's long and he's crafty, and he has a knack for scoring. Danilo on the attack.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Herter. Gallinari trying to get open, and Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 7 points in the game. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now, here's Maxey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Young's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Lou Williams. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Young, and it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
Done outside. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Pass to Capella. Harris against Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Nice recognition. Collins sees the lane and does not hesitate.
And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. 4-point game. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Passes it to Hunter. Back to Dunn. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Hunter. He doesn't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Green. Harris passes to Embiid. Top of the key. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. Here's Young, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 block. And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Dunn, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young against Simmons. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Young.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
For 3, Harris. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta's shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Hunter. Collins controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And stolen by Dunn. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Count it. Young's got 10 points in the game.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
On the wing, Green. Here's Simmons over Dunn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Howard's checked in for Green. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Thibault. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Here's Herter. 7 points in the game. Here's Okongwu. Plays it up and banks it in. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggression.
And Simmons drops them both. Here is Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Lets a floater go.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Howard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 10 points for Howard.
And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The 76ers making a switch here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Tobias Harris. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxi's subbed in for Simmons.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Herter. And that one's good, Maxey.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
The Hawks trail by 7. Williams looking over the floor. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Milton. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. Now Gallinari. Dwight Howard pulls it in. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. The drive by Scott and finished off by Scott.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And it's sent back by Howard. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Popped up there for Howard. It's stolen by Capella.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
It's his first trip to the line. They throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Hill looking it over. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And that's the crazy athleticism of Howard, getting up off his feet and just powering home the putback.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Howard is out there with Green. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Korkmaz in at the 2. And it's Dunn penetrating. And it's in there.
This is Dunn's game. Terrific acceleration. Very hard to stay in front of.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Howard in the post. He's guarded by Collins. Pulls it up. And the rejection. Oh, what a play!
What the
The Hawks trail by 9. And so they foul intentionally. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And then for Philadelphia, Harris is checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Here's Young. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
A steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the B off guard.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Here's Young. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Simmons inside. He's against Young. Not going to go that time. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Young outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Fernando. And a missed layup.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks trail by 3. Young with the ball. Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias, challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Back to Young. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trey Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Good try by Simmons.
Clearly a foul.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
And here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 20.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
Outside, Simmons. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Young dishes to Okongwu. 2 free throws coming. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for reports on the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 1. 19 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
So both teams making some changes here. Now here's Simmons. Clock at 4. Oh, no good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Teague out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Now here's Teague. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Teague, the pass to Holiday. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
On the wing, Harris. Simmons looking around. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running, and Simmons slams it in.
Sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everybody.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Here's Simmons. After Drew Holiday's score. Green finds Embiid. Here's Thibault. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Clock at 6. Simmons passes to Embiid. Over Middleton. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Green. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Simmons on the wing. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Up again. A new 14 for the 76ers.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game. And quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Javi Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Jeff Teague. Then for the 76ers, Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Curry comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Hill.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. Now, here's Maxey. Curry is inside. Bucks leading by 8. Middleton the pass to Portis. And stolen by Scott. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Out to the wing. There's the lob to Portis. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Drew Holiday's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Teague in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Teague. Pass to Lopez. Back to Teague. Feeds it to Giannis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Giannis has got his second basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Howard. Passes it to Scott. Now, here's Milton. Curry on the wing. Fires for 3. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Simmons. And Curry has it in the corner. Nets the corner 3.
You know, some players just have a shooter's mentality, and Curry's in that category. Seth has not met a shot he doesn't like, and most of them he takes he can make.
And stolen by Simmons. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Milwaukee?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Maxey. Scott is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Jeff Teague.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Holiday. He has 5. The feed to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. He's got 6.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Outside Curry. Now here's Milton. Defended by Middleton. Curry. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Shot clock at 5. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Hill. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. And the 3 off target. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Simmons can't get it to go.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Harris outside. And the pass to Green. Back to Harris. The drive by Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Ben Simmons.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. And stolen by Thibault. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively. You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
And Giannis throws it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxey's checked in for Simmons. Now, here's Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Portis, the pass to Holiday. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Harris. Pass to Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's the lob for Harris. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period as it was. And that's a.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Teague out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Teague kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's the triple. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And they're moving it up. Here's Simmons. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Teague dishes to Antetokounmpo.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Thibault kicks to Embiid. It's Solenbad to Antetokounmpo. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Really amazing. Absolutely astonishing how accomplished Antetokounmpo is on defense. I mean, he's disruptive wherever he is on the floor defensively.
Simmons inside. Giannis is there. No good from Simmons. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Harris against Middleton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
And, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Embiid. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Simmons. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. For Milwaukee, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal.
Harris outside. Embiid inside, defended by Middleton, and Embiid gets it to go. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Back to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's Solenbad to Antetokounmpo. They're running. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Hey, with all that wide open space in transition, you just cannot slow down Teague. He's got too many options, too much speed, too much handles. He's too elusive in the open court to corral him in that situation.
Timeout called the 76ers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. Good work there as it goes. And the 76ers lead by 5.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
Teague, the pass to Forbes. Back to Teague. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Lopez with the steal. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Back to Milton. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. And Lopez pulls it down. The Bucks trail. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Philadelphia ahead, leading by... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Korkmaz is out there with George Hill, and it's Green in at the 3. High post, Embiid. Now the dish to Harris, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Harris finds Simmons.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
Teague with the ball, outguarded by Simmons, and stolen by Thibault. Out on his own on the break. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 5. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Harris passes to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Teague with the ball. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Giannis outside. Dishes it to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now Harris. The putback, and Embiid is right there.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
And the dunk by Embiid.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
Giannis right side. Green against Middleton. Kick out to Giannis. Back to Middleton. Lets the three fly. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Not settling for the layup. Sometimes you got to go strong, and Harris gets the chance to stuff it there. He didn't let it slip by him.
Outside Teague. Floats it up for Giannis.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. Harris. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, man, it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy's coming at you, all limbs and arms and size and ball skills. Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Howard's checked in. Embiid, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. To the inside. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Giannis throws it down.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
And here's Embiid. Pass to Simmons. It doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris against T. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot. You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Embiid with the steal. Now, here's Thibault. He dishes it to Simmons. For 3, Harris. So the 76ers win it. A narrow. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in it. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And Simmons kicks to Green. Harris against Harden. 5 to shoot. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
The unique lefty stroke of Harden. He's become incredibly consistent from deep.
Simmons on the wing. Defended by Durant. Harris misses. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. Over Simmons. Irving finds KD. Three-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Now here's Harden. It's hauled in by Harris.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. For three, Harris. That shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Moving against Green. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
The kick out to Irving. Bucket is good.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Harden kicks to Irving. He dishes it to Jordan. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 6.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable. Just quickly shooting off the pass. Oh, and last season, you saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
KD with the bucket.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help. I mean, he's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden outside. From deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Second shot opportunity, and that's off the glass and in.
so smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
Irving against Curry. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Maxey passes to Milton. The tray. The rebound by Jeff Green. Nets leading by 3. Harden left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
The 17-footer. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
We've got Green, Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harris's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harris.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. Now, here's Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Howard. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Here's Harden. The step-back jumper is good. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Oh, there's the dilemma. You want to stop Harden from getting all the way to the rim, but he can also just rise and fire, or pull up and fire, or step back and fire, and there's not much you can do about it.
Second chance shot. Howard kicks to Curry. Pass to Scott. Here's Curry to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Maxey passes to Scott. It's hauled in by Brown. Brooklyn leading by 9. Here's the teardrop. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Brown. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Pass to Scott. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Green finds Harden. Here's Claxton, guarded by Curry. And the basket is good. Claxton's got his first points of the night. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And here is Simmons. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And it's... Oh, wow!
Nice!
And with a monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
Outside Irving. Here's Claxton, guarded by Simmons. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And Harden launches it from deep. Great look, but off the mark. The 76ers trail by 14.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Not just the jump shooter. Harris is also comfortable looking to score from these spots, too.
Left side, Jordan. Outside, Irving. Pulls up on the elbow. Jordan kicks to Irving. Here's Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Basket counts. Irving's got 6 points.
Look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Harris. For the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now, here is Irving.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Brooklyn ahead as they end the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and that's
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Hill is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Nets leading by 18. And stolen by Simmons. Korkmaz passes to Hill. Good D by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Out left to the wing. Embiid against Jordan. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. The pass to Jordan. For 3, Harris. Nets with a new shot clock. KD finds Harris. Left side, Irving. No dice from the high post. The 76ers trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Right side, Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Simmons on the wing. Passes it to Embiid. Outside Hill. Simmons on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris inside the line. Here's Embiid, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Never easy trying to stop Embiid. Even when you foul him, he still finds ways to muscle shots in.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Philadelphia also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Hill. Green comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. It's Brown on the wing. Now here's Irving. Defended by Thybulle. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 12 points in the game. Green against Simmons. Pass to Thybulle. And here's Embiid. Shoots over Griffin. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 9 points in the game so far.
You got to admire the offensive game of Embiid. I mean, proving once again that he can score from anywhere.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Griffin passes to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving for 3. And Curry pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets leading by 18. 1:07 left in the third. Howard with the steal. Curry kicks to Milton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Milton's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Irving with the ball. 12 points for him. 51 seconds left in the third. Brown dishes to Green. Back to Brown. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Changes up. And it's good on the way up.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Irving passes to Griffin. Now Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good, Irving.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. And the 76ers get it back. Howard kicks to Curry. No good from outside. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden surveying the D. From deep. They grab their own miss. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. And Harden. And the nice bucket inside. Harden's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets. Outside, Green for 3. Harris. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What timing on the offensive glass. Embiid, once the shot goes up, he gets into position for the putback.
And a deep 3 from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A nice shot by Simmons. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
He's improving from distance. Now, that's one of the things Harris has worked on, and the work has paid off.
A nice shot by KD. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 16. And here is Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Over in the corner, Green. Simmons inside the line. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Harden outside. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Another shot. No good that time.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropped.
No good from Simmons. Nets leading by 14. KD looking around. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
I mean, it is insane that Durant shoots from behind the arc like it's a free throw. Just an easy motion from him that deep.
On the wing, Harris. Three-pointer. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip here.
From deep, Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
76ers ball.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons.
A good decision maker. Look, he looks to make the right plays. Irving's contributions on the glass, they don't go unnoticed.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. And a deep three from Harden. Offensive rebound. Jordan kicks to Harden. The deep three from Durant. Offensive rebound, Nets. Lets it go with a three. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
On the wing hill. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Back to Milton. To the left side wing. Here's Korkmaz. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David...